Terry Poole has good speed. Poole this season with 25 steals, and he's been caught 11 times. 80cabell had a terrible day yesterday as Goltz drives Poole back. Cabell struck out 3 times and made the error on Garvey as Goltz means business this time, but Poole gets back. He made the error on Garvey's ground ball prior to the home run by Say. A game with such importance as this normally goes along at a snail's pace, as did the game yesterday. So you can pretty much count on a game in excess of 3 hours.
You know, it goes both ways too, Al. You're talking about the pitcher making throws to first base. It also holds true for a catcher.
The 2-1 pitch is lined into right center field for a base hit. Poole round second, goes to third as Monday's throw comes into Thomas. So the Astros, on an error and a single, have runners at first and third and nobody out, and Joe Morgan coming up.
Not a bad pitch that time by Goltz. Cabell just went down and got it and punched it into right center field. My point being a moment ago, Al, that with the catchers, you look one more time, there's that sinking fastball by Goltz. Not a bad pitch at all, but Cabell went right down after it and drilled it into right center. I was going to say a catcher at times, Al, you hesitate once in a while when you go down to put down a sign. You second guess yourself every once in a while. That's, as you were talking a moment ago about the course of a ball game, taking maybe a little extra long when you're talking about a game of this magnitude anyway.
Again, Cabell goes. Morgan strikes out. The throw down to second, and they do not get him. Somehow Thomas misses the tag on what looked like a double play, and a big break for the Astros. Instead of 2 out, man at third, it's 1 out and second and third.
Big break is right, Al. The throw from Ferguson, that time was high. You'll look at the jump by Cabell. Ferguson had plenty of time. As a matter of fact, he may have had too much time. You saw Cabell take a look at the plate. There's the high throw, and the tag is late. Here's Tommy Lasorda coming out now. One more look from a different angle as Cabell breaks for second, looking at the hitter. And the throw from Ferguson is high. The head first slide, and Thomas late with the tag. And Darryl Thomas may be hurt, Al.
Thomas is shaken up, and so is Cabell, so both trainers come out. The last thing the Dodgers need, of course, is another injury. Reggie Smith is gone for the year. Ron Cey is out of the lineup today. Russell's gone for the year. See another angle here.
There's the high throw, pulled down by Thomas. The head first slide by Cabell, and he's in. His lead hand appears to be on the bag as Thomas tumbles over the top of him, and Darryl may have jammed his shoulder slightly, Al, when he came down. Ferguson had plenty of time. He has a much slower release, Al, than Steve Yeager, who is the best thrower of the 3 Dodger catchers. But a big stolen base for Cabell, and we were talking about the fact that Morgan does not strike out that much, Al. That's the 46th time this year, and a good sinking fastball from Goltz.
That is an error. Charge to Ferguson. It's interesting. Hatcher taking over for Say at third. You've got 2 ways to go with that ball. He decides to come home. You might think about also going 5-4-3 for the double play. Cedeno hits a little squibber. Lopes has to back up. A run will score. They get the out at first base, but 80cabell crosses the plate to make it 2-0. So 2 Dodger errors in the inning, and the Astros, as they did yesterday, drawing first blood here today. 2-0 Houston in the top of the first inning with 2 out now. Cruz is at second base.